funny too that that happened, because like I don't even have anything else on that's like using internet. It's literally just me. But yeah, like I was saying, I don't think they would have been able to beat it. Oh, this dude finally shows up. So glance upon a pedal, and then that. Click 4 soul blossoms. If this one ends up messing up, I'll probably just call it here for the streams today. Almost close to a level up, surprisingly. That's cool. Let's see. So, Liz, Trader's Way, Ego Shop. Okay, so let's go over here and see if Liz has another request. Klein, I thought you were Liz for a second. There you are. You do have something above you, so is it a quest or just another event? Lizard type monsters. Okay, so lizard type monsters. First though, gonna go get the mace. The mace esoteric, so then I can have all of them now. Mace. Probably best one even on here is literally just this one. Yeah, they would still have to probably fight him. Because in this game, you have to. But that was because like the game glitched. And he was just at the top floor waiting, so. But yeah, he would have probably revealed himself then. If nobody caught on by that time, he probably would have revealed himself at the 100th floor. Because like if they lost Kirito, they're not winning. They're not. Even with Kirito, they're barely winning. So lizard type enemies. I don't know what lizard types would be. He's the 100th floor boss in this game in Hollow Fragment, but like in the anime, he wasn't. Like they didn't even get that far. But he might have said that he was. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I've seen season 1. Let me actually look and see what like lizard type enemies would be for this. Also, yeah, it is very impressive. So this, they don't say anything. I'm guessing Beastman is probably the lizard type, because I see Lizardman is right there. I don't know where Lizardman enemies are though. Yeah, I think he said something like that too after Kirito found him out. It's just, it's been so long since I've seen season 1, I can't give an exact answer on that. Where are some lizard enemies? Maybe this one? The Saurian Manse. Path of Sworn Salvation, okay. Check this mission and see. Because I have no clue. Let me just make sure. Reptilian monsters. Okay, so now she goes in detail. Lizardmen, dragons. Okay, cool. Okay. What is this mission up here? Wow, that's a crab. Planning on rewatching it? Rewatching it? I wouldn't mind rewatching it. Mostly, if I rewatched it though, right now, it would mostly be if I'm farming on AO to like not be as bored. But I have been also wanting to get some books too. I need to get a bookshelf from my dad's because that's still there. I need to get that so I can actually start getting some. But I want to start with getting like smaller series first, so that way I can already have like all the books for it. So that's what I kind of want to do. Not sure which one I would get first though. I would have to see either online or something. Because the bookstore I went to whenever I got Tales of Berseria, and when I saw the Hall of Realization manga, that was at Books A Million. They had a bunch of stuff there too. I saw like Attack on Titan and Demon Slayer manga. I easily had to avoid those for spoilers at that time. Hopefully this is the right area. But for like the smaller ones, I don't know what I would probably get first. I do want to get the Nagatoro series. Definitely do want to get the Dress Up Darling series for sure. Quintuplets, I want to get... There's so many of them, but it's like... They have so many volumes, you know? Also, is this the right one? Yes, it is. June, though, I'm still mostly trying to see about the capture card thing, because I was looking at one my friends were recommending, and like on Amazon, that thing is like 170. And I got enough to get it right now, but it's like, I need to get Filmora as well. I need to buy Filmora, because that'll be a lot better than Premiere Rush. Because Premiere Rush, I can't put like as many tracks as I want to. I've never played Xenoblade. I don't have a Switch. So never played, never even had a Wii U. I've only ever had a Wii. I'm interested in it though, for sure. It seems cool. I was literally looking yesterday on the Nintendo shop, like looking at Switches, and because I might get one day, because I was looking online to see if like The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess was on Switch, which it's not. Hopefully it comes on there, but I'll probably end up getting a Switch at some point because I think Skyward Sword is on there, and I really want to play that because I never got to finish it. And then I'll play probably Pokemon Diamond, even though the remakes look terrible to me. But it's still my favorite region. And then, what else? The Xenoblade I would want to try. And there was something else I had saw on there that I was wanting to try. I can't remember what it was. So she said dragon monsters too, so I could probably just go fight this area boss. It'd be like, considering I saw like that they were putting like a bunch of the old Zelda games on Switch, like I was even surprised to see that the Wii U had Phantom Hourglass on it. And like it'd be so dope if like they make it like on there as well, like make all the old Zelda games on Switch. And it'd be cool if they did that for Pokemon as well, because like in this day and age, bro, like people want to play the old Pokemon games, and if like you don't got a DS or anything, the only other thing you can do is just play them like either on your phone if you can find an emulator jailbroken, or if you just got a PC and you play it on an emulator. Yeah, the Diamond and Pearl remakes, like, I'm still mad mostly that they didn't, like, put Platinum in the mix. But it's like, why did they make them as chibis, bro? Like, you go from Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire to then giving us some chibis from, like, one of the most anticipated remakes ever. And like the graphics, they don't even look great to me, really. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the garden now. Go see what we get from her. Gotta walk down. Yeah, bro, like a good example is literally Pokemon. Like the old games are way better. Like, Pokemon really died for me once Sun and Moon hit. Sun and Moon was way too easy, especially if you got Ash Greninja. And then, I just didn't like the region. Like, the only thing I liked from Alola region was literally Lily and then Lusamine, because Lusamine was waifu. That's it. And then the Nebby get in the bag memes, those were good. But other than that, after Sun and Moon, that's whenever like the Pokemon design started getting really terrible to me. I had Pokemon Platinum on my 3DS. I don't know where my 3DS charger went. I would have to get a whole new one. But I lost my Platinum cartridge. So really, if I play Platinum, it'd be on my PC. X and Y was good. X and Y was like the last good one in my opinion. I had a lot of favorite Pokemons up in that. Like one of my, like I remember when it was coming out, my favorite that they showed was Aegislash. I love how that was a whole sword. And I remember when I played, like anytime I played did the playthrough of X and Y, immediately whenever I can catch a Honage, I always did. EXP share became so OP in the series too, right there. The fact that it shared to everybody, yo, that was so busted. The Mega Evolutions were kind of eh. They were kind of eh to me. Lucario's was probably the coolest to me. First got it, I got the Y version because I loved how the legendary looked. But I never watched anybody really like just play it though. The only thing I really watched for it was people like shiny hunting. Cause like I was recently last night I was watching this YouTuber, and I was looking for like a playlist because I thought they did a Pokemon Platinum playthrough, but I didn't see it unless they probably removed it or just never did one. But I was then just going through all their playlists and I saw they did a Twilight Princess playthrough, and I've been watching them, and that's why like yesterday I decided to look and see if like Switch had Twilight Princess or Wii U did, because I was tempted to get like between like a Wii U or a Switch at some point. But I think I'm gonna keep waiting to see if like Switch might get Twilight Princess. Hopefully it does. That's by far my favorite. That'll be even more of a reason for me to get a Switch. My parry literally just pop up mid combo. I saw the pre-orders on like the website. It's probably like you sign in using your Nintendo account and then you can place it. I've only ever bought stuff like from 3DS shop though, and that was like the Pokemon Red, the OG Pokemon Red. Didn't even beat it either. I did the Mew glitch though. It's funny how the Mew glitch was still on there. Okay, so I overbuffed that. Dang, you moved. Mew glitch? I don't remember. It's that was like years ago. Yeah, it's weird not even using dual wield for me right now. And I hate mace, so it's worse for me. Funny how that skill is literally called Heartbeat Stopper. Cool. So that's all esoterics now. Cool. So I think we can return to the garden with her now as well, but let me go ahead and, actually, I don't even need to go right there, I can just go here. So it's called Holy Crown, okay. Let me also put, like, these over here. That just shows you I just don't even really mess with mace like that. Like, normally I would have, like, sword skills right here. Didn't even have them over here for mace. Trying to move away from dual wield and AL by accuracy, yeah, understandable. Because either at that point you're just going to use dagger or you're going to use spear. I never get bored of dual wield though. It's fun using other weapons here and there, but dual wield I just always will use that. Oh, rip. It's funny because this is actually one of the modded weapons that a friend had showed me. Whenever he showed me like the modded weapon, I didn't think it was gonna be like this. Like, this thing could put your stats in the whole negatives. It's such a weird weapon. But when that happens, I gotta go to the title screen. And it just put them in the negatives too for some reason. Weird. It's funny too because I've seen the modded weapons up in HR and like they don't even one-shot. Like once you get higher up in the 1,000 floors, they won't one-shot. Yeah, changing it up can be nice. I mostly like for example in Hollow Fragment, I don't really like using the other weapons because they feel so weird with how the battle system is. But like up in the in Hollow Realization, I don't really mind. And then AL they feel nice. They really do. Still need to get my other Ragnarok up. Okay, so those are done. Scimitar is really fun up in HR though. Dancing Hellraiser too, very fun. Let's see. Still need to go to that garden area. I feel like most of them are like fine for the most part, but really if we're talking if like the weapons need love, it's really bow. Bow has nothing. No, they haven't even put new sword skills for it, and like the bows just suck. Like, I don't know who thought it was such a great idea to put the vitality on the Divine Beast bow. Like, your a ranged weapon. I don't need vitality. If that thing had like strength and dex, if the vitality was just strength instead, it'd be way better. But like if it had strength, dex, and agility, oh man, the thing would be perfect. I didn't use it a lot back then, like when the game first came out. I did get the bow from that that one-time chest in Ruled, because I remember Javier made a video on it before the game even dropped, and I went there and got it, and that thing was OP. And then I used it some more after I beat story, because during story I mostly used one hand than I did dual wield. And Fixed Spear was so busted back then, bro, because it was like moment bite. It would instantly hazard them. I remember I was always just like fighting a mob, use Fixed Spear, and then they would hazard. I'm like, bro, what? Like, just imagine if like moment bite and Fixed Spear still like did that. They'd be so busted. Dang, no gallery image right there too. They trolling. So Sinon might have one. Yeah, that's one thing I definitely hate. They changed Snakebite to not be AoE. I was so used to that up in HR, and then when I played AO and I used them, like, why do they do this? You know? Like a lot of them, I wonder, like, why did they change so much of them? Like some of them I can understand, like with their hits, like. Imagine if Black Howling had the 18 hits that it has up in Hollow Fragment. It would be so busted. Because let me see, Black Howling, what did it have here? Dex? This thing would be godly. Like, with just that Dex parameter, it would be godly up in AL. Especially right now with those Galactic Jewels. This would be very strong. The Nightmare Rain's hits got nerfed. Sword skills ended up having their parameters changed. Because let's see, Snakebite. Snakebite wasn't an AoE until like HR, because it's not even in this game. Yeah, it's not even in this game. Don't even think there is a AoE. One-handed skill up in this, which is kind of surprising. Oh no, there it is, Vorpal Strike, but that's so weird. Then Dual Wheel, Spinning Totality, that's pretty much Final Revolution up in AL. Myriad of Spikes. Myriad of Spikes is actually nice in this game because it's another AoE. This one, I forgot what this was called on the Vita version. Can inflict paralysis. It's kind of eh. Deep Impact, if like this would be really nice if it was on AL as well, because the inflict defense down, that would be so nice. Dead End, I don't even remember this. I don't even remember what it looks like. Radial Shine, 15 hits. They would nerf that. Crimson Splash, Infernal Rage, Starburst, of course. Nightmare Rain. 16 hits up in here. Then of course Eclipse. I really hope Eclipse comes, but I know if we end up getting Eclipse, they'll probably nerf the hits for sure. So let's see, Xenon. There you go, shop. No. AL updates are pretty much probably far from done. There will of course be like you know, bug fixes and stuff, and then if they decide to add the other returning characters, then they will be most likely introduced in updates. Because if they end up putting like say Yuki, Klein, Aegil, and then whoever else, if they end up putting those like behind a DLC, people are going to be mad, of course, because they should be free characters. Okay, so Xenon doesn't need anything, so let's go grab Leafa. Yeah. Update wise, it's still going to be going because Cube is also a thing. Cube will also still be going. Don't know how long they'll take it, but that'll be a thing. Like I said, if they make the returning characters and they give like a bunch of other people some apostles, then yeah, those would be updates. Just for the DLC wise, don't know how long it'll go, because we only know of 2 paid DLCs and we already gotten one of them and we're waiting on the next one, which is supposed to be this spring, but haven't heard any news on it. After that, don't know. I'm at least expecting another DLC because HR had 3 DLCs, and that's the most that Aquaria even had for SAO. So I'm at least expecting 3. Didn't want to go to the hollow area. Oh, and then another thing for like updates would be returning weapon types like scimitar. I guess if they want to do two-handed axe, shield, which isn't really like a weapon, but it does have some skills that it has. Like, for example, not right there, set time, and then this right here, sacrifices burst gaze to grant a powerful effect. Never like even use these myself, but They could add stuff like this. And shield would be really good for one-handed users. It can give them more stats and more survivability, at least. I just don't know how they would make the block button up in AO, because I think all the buttons are pretty much being used right now. Actually, no, I take that back. The block button will probably be circle. It's just that your character will guard with that shield instead. So that's probably what it'll be. If they do introduce shield up in AO, I hope they do it like they did up in HR. I think it was HR and Hollow Fragment. Like any weapon you can use in one hand, you could also put a shield with it. There's a bunch of stuff they can do update wise. Could do implementation, like some sort of implementation thing again, or enigma orders, sword skills, weapons, so much. Man, I never forget that there's a block button. Like, usually whenever I see a mob is attacking and I know I'm just not gonna be able like to step out in time, I just block. Oh wait, I need to look for those blossom things or whatever. I don't think there's any around here though. Doesn't look like it. But yeah, I block quite a lot with those. And then, you know, parry, if they add shield up in AO, they could make a whole parry skill. That would be really cool. Or at least make it to where, like, when you're blocking, when you're trying to do a parry, you have more of an opening window for it compared to, you know, without using a shield. Because that would be a lot, that would be so cool. It'd be really good too. If you like master it really. Ripped my ears right there when all of them just died. Oh, you haven't played it yet? Man, it was like when it first came out, like it was a lot worse on Xbox, like frame rate. Like I remember seeing a clip of a dude like who posted on the Reddit. He was like showing himself walking up in Ruled, just walking in Ruled in the village, and it was so choppy. Just from him walking. It had a lot, like AO's been through a lot since it's been released in COVID, and like Aquarius team is small. But like, I gotta hand it to them, bro. They're still pumping stuff out. And making it free nonetheless. Yeah, it was. Whew, it was definitely rocky start. Don't know if it'll come on Switch though. Maybe like after it's fully done, they might put it on there. After they like, they'll probably have to reduce a lot of stuff for it though, but probably like once it's like really done or like in that phase of finishing, they might put it on there. Because I mean, considering Breath of the Wild is on there, and I think Breath of the Wild is pretty big, they could do AL there. But like, the storage size of AL is way bigger than Breath of the Wild. They would have to downscale it for Switch. Which also, I was looking at like storage cards for the Switch, and dude, those things are really cheap for how high you can get them. I saw one that was like, I think 250 gigabytes, and it was only for like 20 something bucks. Like, that was so cheap compared to whenever I was trying to get a storage card for like my Vita. Because back then on Vita, I needed it because Hollow Fragment was taking up quite a bit. $60? How much storage does it give you? Now you go to the other place. Yeah, bro, because I was just looking at I just searched it online, the storage stuff for it, and yeah, they were like cheap. Because if I do actually decide to get a Switch one day, like I'm gonna need one for sure. I looked at the storage of like Breath of the Wild, and that thing was already like it said 13 point something. And I forgot how much storage a like a regular Switch holds, like default. No marks in here? Okay. It was kind of weird to me though when I looked at like the Zelda games that were on Wii U. Like they had Phantom of Hourglass, but they didn't have Spirit Tracks. I don't know why. I played Spirit Tracks back on DS though. It was fun. I never beat it. Phantom of Hourglass I also played as well, which was fun. I think those are really like the main Zelda games I even played on DS. And then I remember one time my friend let me use his GameCube before, and I played Wind Waker on there. Didn't even get close to beating it, but it was so fun to play. Yeah, it's like the same thing with console games. Like the physicals, like if you get a disc, like it's way less. But like if you get the whole digital, yeah, it'll be a lot. I think the biggest digital game that I even like can install right now is Destiny 2. Destiny 2 is like, it's probably 100 gigs now, but last I was checking it was like I think 80 or 90 when I was like when I last played. But like out of all the games I got installed right now, I think biggest is probably AL. I haven't checked the storage size of that in a while, but that's probably my biggest game. I used to be on Xbox. Like Xbox was my first, well, Xbox wasn't technically my first console. It was, my first ever console was really like, between like PlayStation and Xbox, it was a PlayStation 2. And then like years later, I ended up getting a 360. Loved it. I really wish I didn't get rid of it. And then I decided to move to PlayStation because they had more games that I wanted to play on there. But before I went to PlayStation, I had a Vita. Okay, so I did not even get any of this stuff. Soul Blossoms. Soul Blossoms from the battlefield. Oh, okay, yeah, I know where they are now. Yeah, most of the money also that I have saved up right now is like mostly birthday money and stuff. Literally, that's gonna be gone once I like try to get this capture card and then get Filmora. And then I gotta hope my computer can handle the capture card. Because if not, then I'm probably just gonna have to get another computer. Because this one I have right now is so old. I've had this for like a couple years. For me, it was like, first, I think it was the PS2. Then I think next was probably a Wii or a DS. Then after that, 360, 3DS, Vita. Actually, it was 360, 3DS. Then I think it was Xbox One. and then Vita, and then PlayStation. I think that's the order from the stuff that I've played. I don't even have them anymore. That's the thing. Vita, I don't have anymore. My regular DS, it actually broke. Like, the top part of it, where like you open and close it, like the left side of it just broke off. It could still play, but it just broke off, and then eventually it just stopped. My Wii, I still have it, and it still works, but the disc reader actually doesn't work. Also, I forgot I do have a PS3 as well. That's like the latest console I even got recently is the PS3. But really the only ones I even have anymore now that actually work is just PS4, PS3, and then 3DS if I get another charger for it. Dang, not even one of those for the thing? For me, it was kind of like... I knew what I wanted to go into. I remember as a kid, I used to say I wanted to be a doctor, then I realized, you know, that's too much. And then I ended up liking games. I was going to go try to do something with games, but I didn't know what I wanted to do for them, you know? So I just never did anything. So right now for me it's just pretty much gonna be work and do some videos. Because now I actually was supposed to turn in the resume, but the dude didn't want to take it because he said I gotta go on like Indeed on that website and then turn my resume in there, which it's like, why don't you just take the piece of paper? It's right in front of you, you know? Like the whole resume, I already had the whole thing like filled out, but like gotta go on Indeed, so probably gonna look at that once I'm done with stream. I hate doing that online stuff for applying. It's so terrible. I end up getting a bunch of junk emails from those places. Yeah, it was harder. Like, I was, whenever I was trying to apply for, like, stocking in Walmart, like, bro, it took us, like, probably over an hour just to see if we were, like, doing it right and getting to the right place. And even then, I don't even know if they even got my resume. I don't know. Because it takes you to so many other places and all that. Then you end up getting junk emails, and it's like, no. Just take this piece of paper I can literally give you. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how I kind of always looked at it. It's like, either way, I'm going to have to work. And it's like, I can either choose to do a job that I love, which will take time to get because you have to go to school for it and pay, or I can just go the route where I just go get a job that's like less pay, but sometimes can still be good, and still make a living off of that. Because for me, it's like, even if I get a job I love to do, I'll get bored of it eventually. That's at least how it is for me.
Yes.
I'm more wondering how I'm going to survive. Like, once I like end up living on my own, I'm more wondering how I'm going to survive food-wise more than anything. Because I can't cook. I'd never even really tried to cook. Construction can be good. Oil field can also be good, but like for those, like you'll mostly be away. Oh yeah, it'll be a bunch of frozen foods. A bunch of stuff I can put in the microwave, and like pantry will just be full of ramen. I can already see it. Struggle meals every day. Like a skinny juice stick? I am too, bro. I can't game. Especially like summertime, man. I'd rather work in the winter time than the summer. And you really gotta be careful too if like you decide like work in construction as well. Oh, I don't even think I got the final attack. Yeah, I didn't. NPC got it. It's whatever. I think I've gotten all of them already. Some of them might be in storage or something. I don't know. Not really important. Can always do another loop. Oh, even if you ain't strong or like as smart, like they'll put you on something for construction. For me, I was wanting to like help my granddad with him because he does sheet metal, but I can't measure, like measuring and stuff like that. I can't measure. I've never measured. I don't even know how to measure properly. Let's see, Xenon, Liz, teleport gate, Town Square, okay. I wouldn't either. Honestly, I'd take construction over working a cash register. I will not work a cash register. I would be so slow at doing money and all that. Okay, so she has a request. I don't even know if I've done any requests for her before. I want to learn by watching a fighting style. Better if we're up against someone who knows to use the sword skills. So take out knight and skeleton type monsters. Okay. Office job seems like it'd be really boring. Really boring and like terrible for like the back and neck, and then obviously like your hands. Like even for me right now, just sitting here playing, like I'm just sitting on my bed and like my neck and back ends up killing me. So, knight can probably fight this twin sword paladin. So, beat it sprawl. Actually, no, I can just walk straight there. So, antechamber. I used to have like my stuff set up in the living room, but then I moved it to my room because in the living room it would be loud at times, especially like if like my stuff was in the living room right now, it'd be so loud, like if my mom turns on like that vacuum, the robot vacuum. And I also decided to move this stuff back here because my cats have actually knocked down my TV and PS4 twice, which I'm surprised my PS4 is still even working. So this guy should count. Office jobs would probably mainly be like doing you could probably do some spreadsheets there or something like that. Like doing some figures out on tables and all that kind of stuff. I think that's what they do. Okay, so that didn't count, so let's see. No, they didn't like push it down or anything. What had happened was my cables, like, okay, so my TV, I had a little bitty TV, and then I had my PS4. They were both on the same, like, I don't know what you would call it, like a counter, a little counter. And what happened was my cords going to the TV and the PS4 were like hanging down below. So typically they obviously run around the house when they're playing and stuff like that, and they would typically run underneath that little table. So they ran under it, and the cords were low enough to where they would get caught up on it, and that's what happened. They pulled the cord. What is that's a golem. Yeah, it's kind of confusing to describe. I don't know what you would really call it, like the little table that was on, but they just ran underneath it and they ended up getting caught on the cord, and that's how I got pulled over. Okay, so those are knights. Hall of the Exploded. Bro, I was so mad when they did it the first time too, because I thought my thing was like actually gonna break. Like I thought that was it for my PS4 at that moment. And I do have it at some times where like it happened before they even knocked it over, but sometimes my PS4, it would do it to where I would turn it on and it would just immediately turn back off. But the way I kind of fixed that was like I just cleaned it up a little bit, like clean the inside, but I haven't given my PS4 like a deep clean because I'm afraid to take off the steel plating to really like be able to see the fan and everything. You know, I forgot. Where is this one skill? Where is that one skill? Did I not unlock it? Wow, I actually did an enemy search. I could have used that. I typically keep my door shut. Sometimes I'll like leave the door open at times, but that's about it. It also sucks too because like cat hair, and it can get like in the PS4, or at least, you know, on the edges. Like, I would love to have, like, my stuff back up in the living room again, because, like, especially now, because, like, we have a really big TV up in there that she got from that screen, but it's just too loud up there, like, when the vacuum is on, and obviously she doesn't know I'm like doing streams or YouTube vids, as far as I know at least. And I want to keep that a secret until I actually get to 1K. Also rip black screen. But she doesn't, as far as I know, she doesn't know. My two cousins know because they end up seeing like my videos end up popping up on like their YouTube somehow. But yeah, she doesn't know. Like I said, as far as I know, she doesn't know. I remember like as a kid I was telling her, you know, I would want to do it and all of that. And they didn't really want me to do it, or at least they didn't think I could at least do it for money. Because I remember back then I was trying to tell them like, oh yeah, you can earn money off YouTube, you know. And they didn't believe me, so that's one reason why I mainly do it, is because I do want to prove them wrong. Which I already can, because I got that 2 cents up in that one from back then, whenever I had that monetization. No, they don't play like anime games. Like the only ones they even played like was Naruto when we would all play. But I really don't know how they saw it. My only guess is because they were like subbed to me way back, and maybe that's the reason why it popped up. But yeah, since I'm sitting here now, is there anything else like want to ask or talk about before I end up ending this? $1 from every 1K. I don't know actually how much you get, because back then I definitely didn't have like 1K obviously, but I got 2 cents off of it. But I don't know how much it takes really. I would have to ask Yuta, because I don't know how much he's made off of there, because he had recently, not to like I think last year, ended up getting monetization. Typically when I stream, it's usually whenever she's like at work, or probably just sleeping, or just up in her room, like across the house. So if she does hear me talking, she's probably thinking I'm just talking to some friends in a party. Alright. Yeah, I'll see you later, Super. And everybody else who's watching, I'm gonna go ahead and end this and then tomorrow, hopefully, don't run into any problems. Tomorrow, I'll just do some AOC. So I'll see y'all the next time.